It's Nolan. Going bad on them. I be running up a check and do the dash on them. They was sleeping on the kid, then I passed all them. I was waiting in the water, now I splash on them. Like, cannonball, splash. Hit the frog, splash. White wall, splash. Jackie jump, splash. Fuck up the drama, just me and my partners be grinding to fill up the bag. Add up the comments, she look at the diamonds, lil' mama gon' rock with the splash. Mission to fill in the blanks, permission to fill up the bank. Gassing on niggas, I guess I should fill up the tank. The champion and tip through the ranks. Driving hits like golden gloves. Bang head with the shoulder shrug. Mayweather, boy, I'm undefeated. On my competition, I just pull the plug. Light a candle for the ops. Got me pulling all the stops. Niggas see me in they dread. Made me think of going locks. I be creeping through your block. See all the hoes in your strategy. I break it down like some crocs. Shit in your tent like some jack in the box. Got your chick in my spot. She want apples to rock. I'm a bad boy. I just crash for her. I don't pay attention to the dashboard. I be in the pain, then I crash boys. Y'all just act hard. Get your sag hard. I'm a jaguar. Inspiration for the generation like the Black Panther.
I ain't know that you
spread my gift. Do it every year. Bitch, I'm Secret Santa. Sweet home, no Alabama. On the floor like David Banner. Pinky ring on Super Bowl. See me high stepping like Deion Sanders. Rule boy, better mind your manners. I've been watching y'all about to change the channel. Got a chick waiting on speed dial. And she got the drop like Louisiana. Like, oh. Going bad on them. I be running up a check and do the dash on them. They was sleeping on the kid, then I passed all them. I was waiting in the water, now I splash on them. Like, cannonball, splash. Hit the frog, splash. White wall, splash. Jackie jump, splash. Fuck up the drama, just me and my partners be grinding to fill up the bag. Add up the comments, she look at the diamonds, lil' mama gon' rock with the splash. So many people that... What's going on, y'all? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, commentary, entertainment, and breakdowns. I got it mixed up a little bit, but you know, man, whatever. All right, shout out to all the insiders here. Appreciate y'all tuning in, staying and rocking with me. This is our second show of the day. This is a Let's Talk session. We're going to be getting into Young Miami, who can't seem to catch a break on social media or within the fan base that she's cultivated with the City Girls. She's trying to go into being a solo artist with this whole Yams era. It seems like the Yams era kind of expired. She ain't really been on that wave. She ain't been promoting that as much. What's going on, Miami? We're going to get into the Tiffany Haddish and Amanda Seals discourse, the back and forth, the little issue or tiff that they've been having the last couple of days. We're going to get into BG, who is in a very precarious position because it seems like depending on how things go with his pending case, he may have to approve his lyrics with a judge before he can release any further music. That's some crazy shit. I ain't never heard about that ever in my life. So we're going to get into that. And we got a couple more things that's not on the thumbnail that we're just going to make our way around to. All right. We're going to start with Young Miami. All right. Now, I don't know what her issue is or what she's been going through lately, but similar to her former groupmate JT, she always seems to be embroiled in social media battles with just common, regular people. And the first line of defense that both of them always have is to call people broke. Broke, broke, broke. Which I don't understand, because you would not be who you are to even have a red cent in your account without people supporting, whether that be financially, streaming your music, paying for you to come to shows or do hostings. And let's be real, you probably wouldn't be held up to the extent that you are right now without the help of the diddler. So I just don't get it, right? Nonetheless, she's catching it from a lot of different directions right now. And essentially, that's just what it is. So I guess first thing is, Miami was live on Instagram. And of course, when you go live on Instagram, you're always going to be hit with trolls. It's no way to really get around it. It's just what it is. Even going live on here with y'all see the type of people that enter the chat. I don't even have a fraction of the type of following or what's going on with a Miami or a JT or any of these superstars or big stars or, major label acts. I will put Carisha in the major label act category. I wouldn't put her in the superstar category. But nonetheless, so you see the type of people we get in here. So if you've been in the industry for, I give somebody 3 years tops to like really adjust to people hating on you. If you can't adjust within 3 years to people having a negative opinion on you in the spotlight or saying wild shit or trolling in the comments or trying to get your attention by saying something wild, I really don't understand where you expect to go in this industry. We're going to keep it all the way real, going to keep it all the way live. I just don't know what your expectation is that everybody's going to unanimously love you when you're out in front of so many people. And we're in the internet era, which is a gift and a curse because you got to hear from so many different people in order to get where you're going. But again, that is par for the course. So she was on live, and I guess somebody said that she never made a hit record, and it sent her into a little bit of a tailspin. Let's go ahead and see what Miami had to say.
So I ain't never make a hit in my life. Y'all don't like none of my songs. Y'all don't like none of my songs.
Let me not. I'm not. God, please. I told myself, this is why I don't get on live. This is why because y'all are so corny. Y'all jokes corny. Y'all corny. Broke as Ms. Woods don't got nothing going on but to troll. It's corny. Corn on the cob. Like the shit is lame. Lame as corny as tyrant old. And it's not a key. Just be trying to be a key and not even a kiki. It's y'all broke. BROKE. Broke as all is always in my business worrying about what the fuck I got going on, ho. How you go lay down? Go take a nap, go to sleep. Why is you here?
Now, as y'all heard, that was Young Miami calling the people broke, basically saying, why are you here? Why are you tuning in? Why are you trolling? All of the above. You niggas is broke. You shouldn't have no opinion on what I got going on because you're broke. Go get you some money. Stop worrying about my shit. But unfortunately, Young Miami, the people that are tuned into what you got going on are not rich. They're not well off for the most part. I'm sure some people out there, a lot of people out there got great jobs. But just think about where we are right now. Most of your fans are probably American in southern states where salaries are much lower than other regions. So what amount of money qualifies somebody to have an opinion about the things that you do or what your whereabouts or your career? I understand somebody saying that you ain't never made a hit record or they hate your music or something like that is gonna probably rub you the wrong way, possibly. I still feel like you should be used to this type of thing because you've been in the industry since 2017, 2018, it's now 2024. You got 6-7 years under your belt. You're not used to niggas talking shit yet. You're not used to people just giving random one-liners to try to get your opinion, hitting your ass with zingers. You ain't used to this yet. But again, you want to call niggas broke. Now, what happens when these broke motherfuckers stop showing up to your backyard boogies like you and your partner JT? Because you're not getting booked to do no real shows. We can go on your Instagram right now. The only thing you got going on is club appearances. No shade, nothing wrong with club appearances, but let's not act like you on the road doing big shit, popping little shit, stopping, because that's not the trajectory neither one of y'all are on. Right? When these niggas stop paying for sections to get in these clubs, stop standing in line to get in this motherfucker deliberately on the dates where you are in town, what happens then? People already ain't supporting your music like that. One thing that JT got over you is that her shit is charting solo. Your shit is going, whew. Tell me I can't fuck with you. I don't think nobody want to with a 10-foot pole, depending, you know what I mean? Basically based on that song you done put out. Get you ready with no makeup. Did a whole motherfucking no makeup campaign with a face full of makeup. But if somebody tell you about it, shut the fuck up because you're broke. No, you need to do some self-awareness, some self-reflection and figure out what the hell is going on because the diddler ain't saving you this time. It's just not happening, right? Now, outside of just that particular issue, she seems to not be able to catch a break on another front because, again, her so-called broke-ass fans, she's trying to market something now, some new merch on her website that is being marketed to the quote-unquote gays. You know, she's doing this whole LGBTQ campaign, but people are calling her to the front to say, hey, we don't want this from you neither because you've been fake, right? A few years ago, you came out and said that you would try to beat the gay out of your son if you saw it in him. Now, all of a sudden, you want to embrace the gays and you want to be a part of the community and market directly to them. They saying, hey, we not for you wearing that shit as an accessory. We not supporting that. We not liking that shit. We not putting our money down for none of this type of stuff. You might as well go back to the house. Figure something else out. See if another club will accept you. Right? Now, I understand, especially being from the South, there's a lot of people out there that feel that way, the same way that Young Miami does or did, because, of course, there is the chance that you can change the way you see things. You can evolve. You can have a change of opinion. I mean, her so-called best friend outside of JT, because clearly they ain't friends like that no more, is Saucy Santana. I believe even Saucy Santana said some shit like that, and I don't understand. But, you know, whatever. Everything is not for the internet. Everything is not to be expressed online. If you have a secret hate or a secret resentment toward gay people, you might want to keep that shit to yourself, man. Like, it's just not worth the what they say, the sniff is not worth the scratch. Like, niggas is gonna do what the fuck they want to do. Your child gonna do what they want to do. People gonna do what they want to do. Can't nobody tell them who they're gonna be romantically attracted to in this life, just like nobody can stop you from being a LSW according to lawsuits, right? Nobody gonna stop you from dealing with whoever you want. Ain't nobody gonna stop you from getting rained on in a golden shower if that's what you want to do. So your best bet is to leave well alone, all right? And don't be doing that pandering shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be inclusive. If you were inclusive with everything you had going on, you would never have to do any pandering, right? I think that's a pretty easy solution. But of course, everybody don't think like that, and we don't know what her IQ is any fucking way. But best of wishes to Miami. You know, if you're gonna make you some coin, do your big one, yo. Do your big one, shout it. See you on the other side. Much more power to you. Okay. Now, in other news, we've got Tiffany Haddish and Amanda Seales going at each other. Unfortunately, it seems that Amanda Seales is now embracing her villain arc where she goes and uses someone else from Hollywood to throw under the bus for her own personal gain. Tiffany Haddish was recently on stage doing a stand-up comedy show, and she was definitely tanking and bombing. And I ain't talking about no Nagasaki, I ain't talking about no war, but she was certainly tanking and bombing, right? She was on stage talking about the protest, I guess the college protests pertaining to Palestine and all that type stuff. And she had a very insensitive lay. I don't know what the hell Tiffany Haddish got going on. There is like no positive press about her. It hasn't been in a long time. Somehow she keeps getting booked to go on stage, and she is not funny. She keeps getting booked for roles. She is not funny. Like, I don't know, fam. At whatever rate, Amanda Seales decided to do a stitch, basically saying, if you don't want to go to a show where somebody's spewing out uneducated ass bullshit, hating on college, and all of the like, be sure to come out to my tour, get you a ticket, which, again, she's embracing her villain arc to get asses in them seats. She feels like she's been a sacrificial lamb for others in the industry. It's time to turn the tables on you motherfuckers. Oh, man. So I'm going to go ahead and play Amanda Seales' side of the story, and then we're going to play Tiffany Haddish's to get to the bottom of this whole thing. All right? Bear with me.
Colleges, right? I don't give a fuck about that shit. I've never went to college. Why would I care? Boo to college? Or boo that I never went? Or boo that I don't give a fuck about the college? Why should I give a fuck about the college? There's not genocide at the college. I give a fuck about what's going on the other side of the world, but why would I give a fuck about the college? Because because Africa is working at the college? Shut the fuck up. This is the shit I'm talking about. Stupid motherfuckers at the college. I ain't never worked a goddamn day in your life. Do you remember 9/11, bitch?
I'm not sure what's going on with sis, but if you want to come to a comedy show where we do care about college and black liberation and Palestine and Africa and the Sudan and Congo and, you know, things that matter, well, then maybe come to an Amanda Seales show. All right, because we're going to talk about all of that and have a good-ass time doing it. You'll also find out why my braids look like this. Link in bio or go to amandaseales.com for the Unlikable Tour. See you there.
All right. So she says, your shit is whack. And we're going to be the antithesis of everything that you're doing, which, hey, man, again, I ain't really mad at. Because Tiffany been on some bullshit lately. For a long time. She just been, what my nigga Tip saying, ATL, man, you just been getting over. Hey, be clear. Did my daddy how? You just been getting over. Oh, man. Now, based on Amanda kind of flipping that on its ear and using that to promote, Tiffany Haddish had a few things to say towards Amanda Seales in this situation. She speaks on jealous friends who secretly hate her guts and say they need to use their name to make themselves relevant. Let's hear what Tiffany says in response.
Say hi. And I just want to give love to those that need it. There's some out there that need it. And, yeah, I'm just keep it positive. Because some people out here will say they're your friends. And they will constantly actually be hating your guts. Really just jealous, wishing they can be where you are. And then when the opportunity strikes, they show who they really are. I'm really excited about tonight. I'm going to do things that I know those people that say they were my friend, I'm going to do things that they wish they could do.
Damn.
I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to learn new things. I'm going to grow. And I'm going to be just fine. And so will they. And I'm glad that my hard work and
Okay, so she says, I am proud of you, even if you hate me. You just showed me how big I really am. I curse you with joy. Oh, and stop being a bully. It's not cute on you, right? So I don't know the extent of the relationship between Tiffany Haddish and Amanda Seales. She's implying that they were friends. I've never really seen them together, but I think there are some photos out there of them at a couple, you know, little events or something side by side, taking some photo ops and stuff like that. But we, as the public, don't really know them to be tight like that. They are in the comedy community, so I'm sure they've probably crossed paths numerous times off camera. But I wonder if Amanda Seales considers Tiffany Haddish a friend, because the way that she flipped that video, it didn't seem like that of a person that sees you as a friend. Maybe y'all are cordial when y'all are out. Maybe y'all are, you know, maybe y'all might shake hands and hug and, oh my God, so good to see you. On some Friday shit. Okay. Call me later, girl. Call me when you get home. Hell no. Anybody gonna call your motherfucking phone, motherfucker? Sorry ass comedy. So I would love to hear Amanda's side of the story when it comes to that, because I'm sure she would say, shouty, no new friends, no new friends, no new friends, no. I think Tiffany Haddish had a few more other remarks that she wanted to double down on in this situation. So let me see what the hell else she had going on.
has gotten me to such a point in my life where they need to use my name to make themselves relevant or to promote whatever they're promoting. And I'm proud of me. I'm proud of me. I'm proud of everyone that actually supports me. And I'm not going to shit on them because they do it enough to themselves. If anything, I curse them with joy. I curse you with all the joy, happiness, success, and abundance that you can handle. And obviously God hasn't given it to you yet because you're not ready to handle it. But you'll get it. And when you do, I'll be sitting right here waiting for whatever guidance you might need, because I just can't hate you. I won't. You can hate me though. And when you're ready to have a conversation like a grown up and dedication, and since you're very informed about everything,
Oof.
you're so informed.
Dang.
I mean, a real friend that's informed would teach your friends. But I wish you the best. I wish all of you the best. All the haters, I wish the best. I pray for everyone on this planet that they live as long as they can handle life. You live as long as you can handle it. Because it's not easy. But I'll see y'all later. I'm finna go have some fun. There is no room for negativity around me. I'm only growing. I don't know about you.
Damn. Not to say I'm only growing. I don't know about you, but you but you on stage saying fuck the college and fuck the college protesters, and you go come out here talk about some growth. Where are you sprouting from? Hell? What, you going from the 8th chamber to the 5th chamber of hell? Talk about, hey, I'm growing, I'm sprouting, I'm coming up, baby. Why you ain't tell me nothing? Now, I do understand where Tiffany's coming from. If y'all had a prior relationship, y'all got each other number, y'all be calling and texting and hanging out and shit like that, and you just got blindsided by somebody you considered close to you that just served you up on a hot fucking sizzling fajita platter with a birthday song, then I can understand why you would be angry, But again, I want to hear Amanda's perspective. Not that I care to hear her perspective all that much, but I would love to hear it pertaining to this situation about the extent of y'all's relationship. If she sees you as that counterpart that you described her out to be, a jealous friend at that, someone who secretly hates her guts, someone who is supposed to sit you down and educate you about your ignorant thoughts or beliefs or lack of humor on stage. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think of all that, How would you handle that if somebody that you thought was cool with you just straight up made a stitch out of one of your videos and basically used you as a launching pad to promote some shit? I think anybody would be mad or angry. I think even Amanda Seales would be mad or angry if Tiffany Haddish did the same thing to her, right? I got to be honest about that part of it. Not really fond of Tiffany Haddish's comedy, so it's hard to really go up to bat for her. But shit, if niggas is putting their hard-earned ducats in a fucking at the Ticketmaster, who am I to complain? I ain't going to that shit. But I know for a fact Amanda Seales would shoot through the goddamn roof if Tiffany Haddish did the same thing. That we do know. Friend or not. Right? She been gaslighting us into trying to believe Shannon Sharp is just the fucking ultimate op for weeks off of some shit she elected to say in an interview and double down on. Now, the whole racist thing, you know what I mean? I did disagree with him on that. But some of the other shit, nah, fam. We're not going there. Right? So we know she would have had a real hard time, especially if someone like Tiffany Haddish, who has a larger profile than her, shitted on her in that capacity. It would have been World War 3, 4, 5, and 6. Wishing them all the best, though. Now, as I alluded to earlier in the show, rapper BG, New Orleans rapper BG, is in a bit of a pickle, right? So, BG, whose real name is Christopher Dorsey, we all know he was sentenced to 120 months in prison in 2012 for being a felon in possession of a firearm and obstruction of justice. The U.S. government has accused BG of violating his probation by glorifying gangsters and murderers in his lyrics. Now, they are seeking to modify his supervised release conditions, including a requirement for BG to submit all of his lyrics for approval before they are published. Right? So if he goes in the booth in the studio, makes a new song, before he can put it out or try to market it to a record label or come up with a release strategy, he has to go, or could possibly have to go to a judge to get his lyrics skimmed through and approved. Damn. BG, whose real name? We just did that. We just went through that. BG, known from his Hot Boys fame, was arrested in Las Vegas in March for breaching the terms of his supervised release from prison. He had performed with Boosie Badass at a concert without securing the necessary written approval required under his parole for self-employment activities. BG maintains his innocence and said that he did send the necessary paperwork through and stuff like that, but I guess it must have gotten lost in translation or something, because they say, no, you didn't. His appearance on stage, unfortunately, was not the only issue. BG's recent collaboration on the album Choppers and Bricks with Gucci Mane also violated his parole stipulations that prohibit him from interacting with convicted felons. So sending him out into the world, into the rap game, and working with people who may also have convictions or spotty criminal records in their past is also setting him up to fail, because he can't even work with these people because of their past, right? Which is one of those things where they railroad your ass, because they send you back to the community you come from, where people already have these things on their record, and they tell you that you can't be around them, which is an easy way to get you sent right back up the river. United States Attorney Maurice Landrieu Jr. argues that BG's recent music videos and songs glorify violence, drug dealing, and threaten those who cooperate with law enforcement. The government contends that his behavior is inconsistent with the goals of supervised release, which include rehabilitation and becoming a responsible, law-abiding member of society. So they're using his rap songs against him, saying that he's not being a productive citizen, although making rap music is what pays his bills. Landrieu highlights specific lyrics and scenes from BG's recent songs and videos that the government believes promote a culture of violence and despair, basically saying that he has not reformed himself or learned from his wrongdoing, which is why he continues to put out the type of music that he does. I think this is definitely targeted, is definitely fucked up, but unfortunately not every state has a policy to protect you from this type of shit. He claims BG is back to his old ways, glorifying murder, drug dealing, and cooperating witnesses. And so what? Threatening cooperating witnesses, I think that you mean? In songs like Say My Grace and Why the Comeback Kid, among others. According to Landrieu, BG is out of pocket for giving props to Telly Hankton and Wally Porter, aka Mooney, who were smacked with RICO charges for killing off their rivals and other crimes. Now, BG, damn. You can't get out of prison and be saluting fucking murderers now. Nah, damn. This hip-hop shit got us fucked up, don't it? The government also points out that BG's music has previously been linked to criminal activity, including murders committed by individuals associated with him. So they're also saying that you have people close to you that have also done really heinous acts, and you uphold their activity. To address these concerns, the government is requesting that BG be ordered to appear before the court for a hearing of status conference to modify his supervised release conditions. If the feds get their way, BG must provide his probation officer with a written copy of his lyrics for every song he's written or will write while on supervised release. The lyrics will be kept by the probation office for monitoring purposes and will not be released to the public without BG's consent or a court order. However, the government will be provided with a copy of the lyrics. They basically are trying to force him to change the content of his music and make a more palatable style of music that will go against what he's known for. They're trying to force him to be a more family-friendly artist, which will go against his entire brand. But they're trying to use this as a means of basically revoking his supervised release to send him back to prison. For real, for real. Excuse me. BG will also be prohibited from associating or working with anyone who has previously been convicted of a felony offense without obtaining written approval from the court. It's BG's responsibility to determine if any of his associates or collaborators are felons. The rapper will be prohibited from participating in any form of self-employment without obtaining written approval from the court as well. BG isn't allowed to travel outside the District of Nevada, where he's currently being supervised without permission from the probation office. Again, saying that he can't go out and do his little spot dates and tours and stuff without getting permission first, which they allege he's done already. The government emphasizes that these modifications are aimed at refocusing BG on rehabilitation and his responsibility to the community. I think they also wanted him to get a regular job. They didn't want him to go back to being a hip-hop artist, even though he already has, name recognition within this field to where he could pretty quickly make money. A lot of artists were waiting on him to come home so that they could feature with him or get features from him so that they could pay him some bags to help him sustain himself. The government believes that a revocation of his supervised release and a return to incarceration is not warranted at this time, but they're going to keep trying to find little violations. Let's be real. If BG violates his supervised release conditions again, the government suggests that the court may order additional penalties, which could include a revocation of supervised release, resulting in a return to prison or other appropriate measures to ensure compliance with the terms of his release. I just said that. So best wishes to BG, man. He's having a little bit of a hard time trying to get back acclimated to the new wave of hip hop, being back on the streets, trying to find his audience, trying to get things back in motion for his well-being. And unfortunately, the government's making it hard for him. Another story that's going around, y'all know I reported on the Jam Master Jay situation not too long ago. Talked about how JMJ was running the streets selling drugs, basically, trying to fund his studio and things, because he was a very generous person, putting himself in a hole, giving people his last. So he was, in order to keep the money flowing, he was putting work out in the streets. Well, come to find out, they say BMF co-founder Southwest T, as y'all, we talking about Southwest T from the BMF TV show now, the one we watch every week on goddamn Stars, or whatever website you obtained the footage from. They're saying he's been unmasked as Jam Master Jay's supplier, the plug. Ain't that about a bit? Shit. Court documents filed by the government have unmasked Terry Southwest T. Flannery, co-founder of the notorious BMF, as the drug supplier of the late hip-hop legend Jam Master Jay. The information came to light as the government opposed Carl Jordan and Ronald Washington's attempt to secure a new trial after being convicted of JMJ's unaliving. Southwest T founded BMF with his brother Demetrius Big Meech Flannery. They operated the notorious trafficking organization operation in the late 90s and early 2000s. Southwest T was a significant part of the conspiracy that ultimately led to JMJ's untimely demise. Ain't that about a bit? Jam Master Jay, real name Jason Mizell, had become embroiled in the coke business in the early 90s to supplement his earnings with Run DMC. He acted as a middleman between his supplier Southwest T and various distributors. Damn. That news was broken back in 2003, they say. But Southwest T was only known as Uncle at the time. Okay, so his identity wasn't disclosed. They say JMJ would then distribute the work to others for further distribution, including Carl Jordan and Ronald Washington, who were later convicted of his unaliving. Jam Master Jay, Jordan, and Washington had plans to distribute 10 keys of coke in Baltimore with the assistance of a man known as Yakeem, a trusted associate. Yakeem was a major player in the trade. At the time, he moved about 40 kilos a week and operated a crew of about 25 people. However, Yakeem, I'll say Yakeem, not Yakeem, wanted to avoid working with Washington due to his unpredictable nature. In a direct quote, he states, He, as in Jam Master Jay, wanted me to involve another guy I grew up with named Tenard. We both grew up with Tenard. He wanted me to work with him, and I told him no, he was a problem. Yakim despised Washington so much that he threatened to off him on sight if he caught him around JMJ. Tensions arose between Washington and Yakim, leading to a cancellation of their partnership. Damn. Jam Master Jay continued his plans despite the setback. He met Southwest T at a Wyndham Hotel in August of 2002 to discuss the terms of their deal. Southwest T allegedly gave several options. If they received the work in DC, it would cost them $18,000. If they went to Texas to get the work, the price would drop to $12,000 per kilogram. And finally, if they made the trip to Mexico, they would get these for $8,000 per kilo. They decided to do it in Washington, D.C. Damn. Hate that shit, man. However, Jam Master Jay eventually cut Jordan and Washington from being involved in the scheme, which is why they retaliated and ended up unaliving him. So he cut them off from making some of that dope money, and they didn't like that very much. Took him out. The jury also heard testimony from witnesses who recounted how Jordan and Washington admitted to committing this crime. Physical evidence, including ballistics reports and DNA evidence, also supported the eyewitness testimony and identifications. The revelation of Flannery's involvement as JMJ's supplier adds another layer of complexity to the case. It was JMJ who discovered a young 50 Cent, who's now telling the life stories of Southwest T and Big Meech on the series BMF. So if anyone ever wondered why 50 Cent cared so much about this story, now you might see why. Because I didn't understand what his connection to them was, or why it was so important for him to pick this up under his umbrella. That definitely lends some extra layers to the onion. Okay? That's all I got for y'all in this particular show. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Become an insider. Okay? And stay tuned for more videos. I do this content every day. Sometimes we have 1 or 2 videos that drop. Sometimes we go live. I'm going to need to go live a little bit more with y'all. Just have those real open conversations in real time. I'm also going to try to keep y'all up to date with what's going on with the whole Kendrick Drake thing, the Riddler and all that type of stuff. There's also a rumor saying that Kendrick may drop an album at any point this month. Some people even say tonight. I don't believe that's going to happen, but anything is possible with the way that they were dropping music last week. So let's just hope for the best. All right. Much love and respect. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like Soldier Rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. When I catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.